Hey y'all, iRick Guy here. A lot of amateur photographers, including myself, photographers and videographers for that matter, one of the first questions that they often have is, which lens should I get? You know, they've got a very nice camera. They're stepping up to interchangeable lens camera systems, but they don't know which lens to start out with. Lenses are expensive, without a doubt, but which one should they buy first? And what I want to explain within this video, in a very non-technical perspective, I hope, is how to choose the best lens for the situation. Now this particular video I'm filming with a 50mm f2 manual focus lens, and you can check the link within this video's description to find this lens, the camera body, the microphone, the tripod, and the other lenses that I'm about to mention as well. But 50mm is a good lens because the 50mm focal length is often what photographers and videographers say it closely mimics eyesight. So when you capture a video or a photo with a 50mm lens, it's going to look very similar in look to what someone would see with their naked eye. Now, if you're going after, let's say you're going to the beach or you're going to the mountains, then you're entering something what's referred to as a landscape situation. So, you know, you're wanting to capture a big beach, a big range of mountains, that sort of thing. So with that, you would need what's referred to as a wider angle lens. Now, often what I use for my wider angle lens, and there's some that are even wider, but I found the 25mm that I use, again, it's a prime lens, meaning that it doesn't zoom in or it doesn't zoom out, but it gets just spot on image quality, looks really good in my opinion. I use a 25mm lens. Now with that lens, that's something I can walk around with to the beach. You know, I can go to the mountains with it. And also, if I want to take close-ups of products, you know, maybe I'm doing a product review video, the 25mm is great because it's got a very, you can get really close to the subject that you're photographing with it. Where a 25mm is not as good as, say, a 50 is a scenario like this. I'm doing face-on video. You'll notice the background in this is blurred. That's referred to as bokeh. With a 25mm, the bokeh is not going to be as good as a 50mm or say an 85mm. And that segues us to the 85mm. The other lens in my kit is an 85mm lens. And again, you can find all these lenses, check the link within this video's description. But the 85mm is where you're going out and you're wanting to go out and photograph people. So, you know, you want a very professional looking, you know, maybe you're shooting a still photo for a magazine cover, or maybe you're just shooting thumbnails for your YouTube channel. But an 85mm lens to get that really nice looking bokeh, also commonly referred to as blurred background, which would trump the bokeh within this video, because this is a 50mm. The 85mm bokeh, it being an f1.8 lens, and it's, you know, it's more of a telephoto lens, 85mm, so it blurs it even more. And the level of detail with an 85mm for photographing people, in my opinion, is just absolutely outstanding. So with those three lenses, and you're probably wondering, well, you know, why don't I shoot zoom lenses? Why do I have these prime lenses? I've got a 50, a 25, and an 85. Well, for me, that's what I like, and I find the optical clarity of these lenses, these prime lenses, to be better than a zoom lens. Now, there's some zoom lenses that are very nice, and but they're also very heavy, and they're very expensive. Okay, well, expensive is subjective, because expensive could mean that, you know, if you buy these multiple prime lenses, you're probably spending, maybe even spending more than a zoom lens. But I think for me, the quality, the weight of the individual lenses, that way if I don't want to have to carry, if I know where I'm going and I just want to do landscape, maybe all I take is a 25. Or if I wanted to do a combination of landscape and maybe some photos with a little bit of bokeh, like you're seeing here with a 50mm, maybe I just take the 50. Or maybe all I know I'm going to be doing is photographing people individually, you know, not a large group, just individual people, take the 85. But check the link within this video's description. You can find some good zoom lenses as well that are very high end. Again, they're heavier, but the advantage is that with that you got one lens and you got multiple focal lengths, whereas with me, I'm having to swap the lenses in the field. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe, youtube.com/iRickSky. Y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, iRick Guy here. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe, like, and share. It's viewers like you that enable my channel to continue to grow. Thank you.